Gotcha.
We're good.
We are good. We're
probably
not
am gonna
great.
leave these on for too long. Yours look way better than mine. Where we are wearing the funny feng shui glasses because we are.
Why, Anita?
Because we can. Yeah, that looks like I have boogers coming out my nose or something.
Balance it, especially when you tilt your head back.
Oh yeah. Okay. Too funny.
I love it. I wanted to be an elf today. Are these little ears? I think that's the cutest part of these.
They are adorable.
It did have a nose, but it hung down in front of my mustache. So
oh yeah,
you know, there is a nose there, except it hangs here.
Okay.
But I took the nose off.
Yeah, the nose is cute. But anyways, I like
Mine's
the ears.
Cute too. I like the ears. The little hat's pretty cute too. A new pair next week.
So we are Feng Shui with Anita and Cheryl. Woo, yay. And every Friday we, meet over here and wear these funny glasses.
And why? Why do we wear funny glasses, Anita?
Because we want to impress upon you the idea to look at your environment energetically through Feng Shui eyes. Because Cheryl and I, as essential Feng Shui practitioners, we have been trained to read the energy of the home environment. And then we can help our clients and our students to make monumental shifts in their life. Yeah, absolutely.
It sounds dramatic, and for some people can be massively dramatic.
It is. It's monumental. Monumental. Okay, I'm gonna take my little thingy off here.
Are you going cross-eyed?
Just so I don't look. Yeah. Anyways, I'll probably just leave them off.
Oh, too cute. So I've already had two cards.
Oh, two cards
fly out together at the same time. So talk about why are we both holding this, Anita? Why?
Well, this is our topic of the day. We never know what the heck we're gonna, come out of our mouth until we choose a card from the Personal Paradise card deck from our teacher, mentor, friend, Tara Catherine Collins.
Yeah, baby.
Directs the subject, the topic for the day.
Well, I love it because two cards flew out, at the same time.
Of course.
And of course, individually, we've had conversations about these, but I'm really liking when the topic of conversation has to blend, which is very cool. So the two cards that flew out are the number 46 card.
46.
Health and family. Which I find very fascinating this time of the year.
Yep.
And the number 15, 15. Front entrance. Amazingly enough, when I picked up both of these, the first visual that came into my mind, especially with all the coats and shoes and boots and all the winter gear and stuff, is getting in the front entrance. And as some kids naturally do, everything comes off and just gets dropped to the floor. And you got toques and mitts and gloves and boots and coats and scarves and hats, especially in our climate, right? Yep. And it's indicative that chaos starts right at the front door.
Yeah, because what happens, just imagine that mom that comes home from a long day at work and the kids have come home from school and there's just stuff everywhere. And, that sets the mood for how you come home. And it's, as a mother, I remember those days and you go, right? And then next thing you know, you're yelling at the kids because, where's their homework? Where's their, all of that stuff. And then it just continues on into the evening. So what would be just a really simple solution so we can avoid that chaos and avoid that feelings of disempowerment and frustration and anxiety, what can we do about that?
Working with the kids. Guys, when you come home, hang up your coats. Here's a basket for the toques. Here's a basket for the gloves. If it's easy for them and they get into the habit or the practice or the routine and they understand how it snowballs, that's communication.
Ah, good one. Yeah.
So I think communication is a super important one.
Yeah, so communication and then having those organizational things so that the kids know, put this goes here and this goes there. And again, you know, with children, and I mean, it doesn't even have to be children.
No.
Hello, you know,
Teenagers, spouses.
I have grown sons that, you know, just throw stuff everywhere. So again, it's like, what is that doing to the other people that live in the house? Right? What can I do to help support them in a better way? And it is, like I say, just having some of that organizational stuff available. And it also might be, remember in our last 21-day decluttering challenge, one of our participants had that entryway.
Yeah.
What was it? Kind of like a boot or I don't know what you call it.
It was like a seating rack where you can put your boots and gloves on, sit down and do things, right? You can sit at it.
And there was 2 people living in the house, but the thing was overflowing. And what we came to realize working with that student was that every Christmas, here we are in the Christmas season, every Christmas, or, because they lived in a colder climate, their friends, family members, not knowing what to buy them, bought them mitts and gloves and toques and scarves and that kind of thing. And so they had this overabundance of those items that there was, and here's, this is great when we're talking about health and family, leads into that, because there was that feeling, obligation of having to hold on to those items because they were given as a gift, right? And so given as a gift from someone that they loved, however, that overabundance of gloves was not serving them at all. So it really came to a aha moment where she was able to say, you know what, I'm going to communicate to those loved ones that I appreciate that that we live in a colder climate and that we need these, but I honestly
don't need them.
I don't need them. Okay, because I've just donated this huge basket full. And so again, it's that communication and not, to release those feelings of where we do feel obliged to keep something.
Or guilty if we want to give it away or don't use it.
Yeah. But we say, oh, we got to keep it because so-and-so gave it to me for Christmas. Well, hello, this is your house. This is your life. And you get to choose what possessions are going to take up space, because we don't want you coming in that doorway and feeling that overwhelm, those disempowering feelings that just continue on to ripple out into your home, right? Especially
when you can take those possessions, really. And I saw the advertisement again on TV the other night on for charities like Coats for Kids, right? Or, the homeless or someone that could actually use those things.
Well, and then it, we can even get, it goes a little bit a layer further. And what is the prompting or the feeling that someone purchases the gift in the first place, right? Do people feel as family, right? We're talking about health and family, healthy family relationships.
Absolutely.
Do people feel that they have to, right? That they have to give somebody something at Christmas time because they're a member of your family, right? And again, it's time that we really start to analyze and think through some of those actions that we're taking.
Mm-hmm.
And are they serving us? And are they serving the highest good of the person that you're giving them to?
Absolutely.
And,
Absolutely.
and like you said, Cheryl, it may be that, you know, again, that communication that goes out to the family that says, you know what, really and truly, I don't need any more stuff. And if you feel that you want to give, because I know you're such a beautiful giving person, Cheryl,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what, you know, I would absolutely be thrilled if you gave a donation to the women's shelter in my name.
Yeah.
So again, you know, simple little conversations that we can have with our family and our friends to have that healthy relationship. Yeah.
You know, and it's been many, many years that Rod and I haven't done the Christmas gift buying thing. We don't get wrapped up in that frenzy, which is very relieving for people.
Mm-hmm.
But it can be very strange when all you've done is start getting wound up about what you got to get done in November, and it leads to, you know, the next week and the next week, and by Christmas you are at your wit's end.
Mm-hmm.
That does not help with your health or your family relationships. It doesn't.
Not at all. And
but a lot of it is the programming. You turn on the TV, you pick up the newspaper, you see a flyer, the marketing that's put in front of your face all the time.
Yep.
Right? We have to become aware. And I think the awareness of it is as much and as important as the communication about it.
Right. And again, it's all about, you know, seeing things energetically through our Feng Shui eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And ultimately, how is that affecting how we show up in the world?
Absolutely. Right? So let's go back to the front entrance too, because, you know, the health and the family. And the other thing that popped into my head when I looked at these cards is we teach about the Bagua in a brand new program that we've created called Treasure Mapping Your Home. And in some of the designs of our homes now, you can wind up actually entering in through the health and family area of your home. And if that winds up being your front entrance, there's a lot of areas that are not being supported. You can learn about that in the treasure mapping, right? But what if your front entrance has its own Bagua, which it does? What's in the health and family area of the front entrance in and of itself is what popped into my head. Because when I think about our front entrance, the coat closet is in the health and family area. And what kind of shape is that in your home? Because every space can be a micro, right?
Yep. Okay, so I was just putting mine in my visual, and the health and family area of our entranceway is where we have a nice little bench, Two people could sit there, and of course that's a little storage bench as well. And then above there I have some artwork that has some beautiful positive words: joy, laughter.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I can't remember the other words. Anyways, there's a few of them there.
Yeah.
I just want to say good morning to our people that are joining us here. We
have
Sharon, and we have Paula.
Excuse me. Yeah. Good morning, ladies. And you know what? We have a special announcement too from last week.
Yes.
Should we wrap up these cards and the numbers and then we can get into that? Because I don't know if our two guests from last week, Matthew T. Volk and Kathy Stubbs, are joining us. I think they planned on joining us in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, I don't see them, but
hey, still can happen. So, so we had the number 46 for health and family, which is a 10. And the number 15, which is a 6 for front entrance. And the 10 and the 6 equal a 7. 16 is a 7. Cool. And that might be the most spiritual of all numbers.
Yep, that's the one.
Think it's a pretty important number. It's come up today. You are freezing off on and Miss Anita intermittently. So I don't know if I'm going to lose you or not. Hopefully not. Are you back with us?
You know, it's interesting.
There it is.
Yeah. Okay.
You're back. Go ahead. You're frozen.
Let's see.
There you go.
I'm frozen, but I'm back.
You're back. I can hear your voice. Now you're moving.
It says my internet is unstable. Well,
welcome to our world.
Welcome to the unstable world. Oh man. Okay, yeah. So number 7 is a spiritual number. So again, you know, this might also be a reflection of the season that we're in. And that, you know, this whole gift giving thing, you know, has a spiritual base to it. And, you know, maybe it's calling us to look at the more spiritual aspects of this holiday season and how that is affecting our health and family relationships.
Well, and many families too, because everybody has their own belief, their own opinions, of course. For me, it's all about, can we just not set all that aside? And respect each other's opinions. That in itself is a huge gift. Allowing someone else to speak their truth. And don't argue. Like, just allow it. Allow them, respect them. This is not, in my opinion, this is not about being right or wrong. Whoever came up with right or wrong, I don't know. Who's the judge of right and wrong and why? So respect is an option. And I think that's probably one of the biggest gifts anybody can give someone else. Let them speak and respect what they have to say. You don't have to argue with them. You don't have to prove you're right and they're wrong. They're allowed to make their own choices, as are you.
Yeah, our spirituality is, it can be spoken, and people, you know, it is interesting how families have been torn apart, and likely, you know, a lot of it in this regard. So let's have some patience and peace with that.
What a gift for your family. Actually just being together. Yeah,
let's celebrate, right? Let's celebrate that we made it through the last 2 years. We're all still healthy and alive. And
so your front entrance might just get really busy.
Yeah,
make space.
Get really busy. And maybe you got to get some more, you know, little baskets and tubs so that when people come in there, they have clear direction on where to put their things. And yeah, let's get the family back together. Let's just celebrate. Let's just celebrate what we've got to celebrate.
I love that. I love that.
I keep freezing in and out.
Yes, you do. But at least you're still with us. So last week, and it doesn't look like Matthew or Kathy are joining us, but last week we did Feng Shui Friday and our card readings. And with 2 people that came online with us that both got readings. And then we decided amongst the 4 of us that for anybody who shared to a group, I believe was the request. Anita, you typed it up, so you share.
Yeah, it was a group or a page or their personal page. It didn't matter if they just shared our video from last week, then we were going to put their name in a little hat and draw a person's name out of there that would receive a 1 hour free, I think we can say the word free. I don't know if things will take this down or not.
Complimentary gift, a gift.
Complimentary gift, which, with all 4 of us, so that it's a card reading from Matthew, a channeling from Cheryl and Kathy, and then, I'll probably just hang out and give you all of my little 2 bits worth.
Feng Shui advice, and you channel as well.
Yes, sometimes.
All the time. You just don't admit it. It's all good. Right. However, so do we have names in a hat, and are we ready to do a drum roll? Do I even have you? Because your face is frozen on the screen at this moment. So we might have to put the winner in the chat window, or are you back? Oh, I see your eyes moving. She's frozen. Talk about building suspense. You're building suspense, Anita. And we have a pause. Are you there? I cannot tell if I'm here by myself or if you're back. She's frozen. All right, we're going to, oh, we totally lost her. Maybe she's going to come back in. So I get to entertain you for a few minutes. All right, let's do a vote. Do you like these glasses? Do you like my reindeer glasses? I have as much fun finding glasses as I do being on here. Or my latest pair, the snowman. Woo! Today we are the elf, though. We'll see which are the most popular glasses. Well, thank you for joining us. This is all I can say. The announcement's going to have to wait because I'm not looking at the draw options. So we will post the winner of that 1 hour complimentary gift from the 4 of us. Feng Shui with Anita and Cheryl. Matthew T. Voke, 20-year plus seasoned tarot reader. And Kathy Stubbs, a holographic healer and channel that I work and practice with as well. We will announce that winner in the comments below. And if this is on YouTube, you'll have to go to our Facebook page to see who the winner was. Have yourself an absolutely outstanding week. Take a look at your front entrances. See how it's replicating what's going on in your health of your family and your family relationships. Have a blessed week, everybody.